Hello, folks. I'm back with some news you can use. I call this Crime and Punishment and How to Avoid and Defend Yourself. Now, it should come as no surprise that crime is on the rise for a number of reasons. One of them is our fault. People are walking around with their heads in cell phones, and they're easy targets for criminals. They're not aware of their surroundings. Now, the best fight is the one you can avoid. Even if you win the fight, you lose. You can be injured, and the criminal can end up suing you and win. But there are times when you're going to have to defend yourself because the attacker may severely injure you or, God forbid, even kill you. In that case, anything goes. You're protecting your life. I wear heavy boots, okay, and they're fitted with a retractable, sharp metal blade in the toe. You can stab your attacker in his leg, causing him to scream and fall down. But keep in mind, he's still able to get up and attack you. Many people make that mistake. So while he's still on the ground, what you want to do is maybe stomp on his throat so he can't breathe to get up and attack you. And of course, you can choose to do further damage to that attacker, but that's entirely up to you. Now, the problem is sending a criminal to prison. Generally, it's not effective. It's like him going home to his friends. Look at it. He's with his friends. He has no expenses like we do. Housing, food, medical care. Nobody gets rehabilitated. And actually, it's like an advanced course on crime learning so that he doesn't repeat the same mistake that got him in prison. So this is my solution to the problem. Send these offenders to prison, not near their home. Don't put them back with their friends. I suggest places like the South, Mississippi, Georgia, Alabama. Now there they would be put to work doing hard work, not sitting around watching cable TV and working out as you have here. And now it's important where you put these prisoners. For the white prisoner, you want to put him with tough black gang members. And for the white offenders, you want to put him with neo-Nazis and Klan members. Now, if they survive this, which is questionable, they will not be repeat offenders. Yes, the ACLU will object. So what? We must protect the good folks. Now, on a personal note, I got the opportunity to tour the Georgia State Correctional Prison. I want to thank the warden there, Warden Buford Malloy. He was kind enough to take me on a tour of the whole prison. But what fascinated me most was the gift shop, because through posters, through t-shirts, you got a history of the executions held there, mostly back in the 1960s. Now, what I got the most out of, again with t-shirts and posters, there was a prisoner, Dewey Johnson, who was hanged back in the 1960s. Now, what he did, they hung him, and on the t-shirt it shows, as he dropped, as the noose tightened around his neck, The warden remembers seeing this. Dewey was shaking his legs back and forth as if this would help him. Of course, it didn't. Now, the execution poster that fascinated me, and I did send some of these. I bought some of these for Christmas gifts. There was another man named Malcolm Johnson. He was Dewey's uncle. He was convicted of stealing chickens. That's how tough things were back then. And you see, I don't know, it said the T-shirt showed graphically Malcolm strapped in the electric chair with images of electricity shooting out of his eyes and ears. So Georgia was very unkind to black folks back then. I hope it's better now. Okay, thank you. Good evening.